Oh, well, we finally got a sunny day. It has been raining the last week, almost the whole week straight. So I've been really cooped up in the van, try to keep busy and entertain myself, but after a few days of that, I really start to get antsy. So I've been just kind of going up to the office. They have a little lounge area there where the Wi-Fi is, just to get out of the van. But even then, I need to get out and get my fresh air. So it is a beautiful day today. The clouds are just gorgeous. So Adventureland's opening weekend was just this last weekend. They actually did not open Saturday, the first opening day, because of rain. Typically they operate rain or shine, but it was just raining so hard from early morning before they even opened, so they decided to stay closed. They said that's the first time that's happened in many years. It actually was pretty rainy Sunday. The day I worked, my first day, but there were actually customers in the park, so I was operating my ride for the first time. But I did want to give an update on the job, the details of it, as I'm learning more here. Like I said, the first month they're only open on the weekends. So the whole month of May, pretty much, they're just open Saturday and Sunday. And then once June hits, after Memorial Day, they're open 7 days a week. And then we start working full time, which would be 6 days a week. So the more I learn about it, the more information I'll be given. So far, it seems like a really fun job. I had a blast yesterday operating the ride. It's hard to not have a good time when there's smiling, screaming, happy kids on the rides. It was really fun. So as far as the actual job description at Adventureland, work campers have a choice of 4 different departments. You choose one during your interview, and that's basically what you'll be doing for the whole season you work there. The choices are rides, games, food, and retail. I chose the rides, which is basically operating the actual rides themselves. Within that, you could be a ride assistant, which means that you would be helping customers on and off the ride, seeing them from the ride to the exit gate, and making sure that the seat belts or lap bars are secured. If you've ever been to an amusement park, you pretty much know what a ride operator does. So I chose the rides over the other departments just because I thought it would be the most fun. I thought being in an atmosphere with people being excited and happy to get on these rides, I thought it would just be the most fun department, so that's why I chose it. They all pay the same. The pay is $8.50 an hour. You get the free campsite included. That's the big perk. And typically it sounds like hours are going to be about 30 to 35 hours a week, only 5 to 7 hour shifts, although it sounds like there should be some available overtime hours. So they do have a wide variety of rides, anything from kiddie rides, Ferris wheel, carousel, to roller coasters. They've got a couple roller coasters that actually go upside down, an old style wooden roller coaster. They've got one new roller coaster that's not open yet. It's still under construction. It's called the Monster. It's got a really straight up climb, and then it drops down, super high drop. And I think it's got a loop and some twisted turns as well. Just a lot of your typical fair amusement park type rides. Seems like a really fun place. From my experience so far, I've just worked one day. It was a little drizzly and cold that day, but there were still people in the park. One of the other perks for the job is that you do get free admission to the park when you're not working. You're not allowed to be in the park on your time off in uniform. Once you get off or clock out, you have to go back to your camp, change clothes, and you can be readmitted to the park for free and enjoy all the rides and attractions. I'm pretty sure their policy is you can't do that on the weekend. If you want to go on the weekend, you have to pay. I could be wrong. We're just starting, so I don't have all the information. That policy has changed from year to year. So as far as I know, they really like the park employees to only enter the park on their time off during the week because there's less of a crowd. So another thing that they say that is a rule is while you're on shift, you cannot buy or purchase food or eat food within the park, even on your break. They ask that you go to the employee commissary. They have cafeteria style food there that you can purchase and eat there on your break. Also, no cell phones allowed inside of the park while you're on shift. They don't want you using your cell phone at all or even bringing it in. For me, I'm all about new experiences, and this just seems like it's going to be a fun new experience. I've never worked anywhere like this before, so it's something I've actually thought about doing before in the past, and it just seems like it'll be a fun job. Of course, the atmosphere and environment at the campground, being around the other work campers, being able to work with each other and socialize on our off time at the campground makes it really fun for me. A lot of the folks here I've worked with at the sugar beet harvest and at Amazon, so it's really neat to be back working with them again. And this seems like a much more fun environment, a much more laid back job than those other two jobs, so that's really going to make it a fun experience. Of course, the big drawback for me is the low pay and the fact that they're not offering a lot of excessive hours. It's basically 30 to 35 hours a week standard, and then if you want to try to get extra hours, they are typically available in their peak of the season, so you can get some extra hours, and hopefully I'll be able to work 40 plus hours a week. Although, do take note that anything over 40 hours, you still get paid the base wage. They don't have an overtime wage. Because it's a seasonal job in Iowa, they can get away with that. I think it's kind of lame, but it is what it is. So that pretty much wraps it up. There's not a whole lot more to share on the job. Pretty simple and straightforward. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll try to answer those for you. As far as upcoming videos, I will definitely be getting some footage inside the park. Once they go to their full-time schedule and I can enter on my off time, I'm going to be running around the park getting a bunch of footage, going on the rides, so it should be lots of fun. I've actually got a couple interviews set up here with some other work campers so we can get some input from other people's experiences with their work camping jobs and their experience on the road full-time, so that should be very interesting. Got some cooking stuff planned as well, so I'm also going to include some upcoming mods. I'm going to be changing up the van a little bit, adding some more storage, changing up my lighting a little bit, so stay tuned guys, we got some fun stuff coming out. Want to thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's doing good out there, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Take care guys. Peace.